Yes, and it's free. So here's my friend Liz, at last come to see me in France in my new place 20 years ago. We knew each other and she came to Paradou when I lived in Aveyron before. And here at George Sand's house today. About the beautiful front of grass in her gardens. And this would be one of those places.
And yes, it'd be lovely to see the proper garden, but I actually also like something this.
The dry mistletoe growing in the apple tree, the old orchard, and round into the little bit of woodland at the side, and these long established box hedges that go right up to the end there. We're lucky today that the cyclamen are going to actually be out. They won't show too well on camera because pink doesn't show too well. Well, here we are then at George Sand's at the beginning of Liz's quick visit here, just to get a flavour of the Creuse, although we're in different areas now. But we're in autumn and it's lovely to have these flowers out here. I had a picture of these some years ago with me. much a sign of autumn. Prairie d'Orson. Wonderful gardens. Let's go and have a look round them. So, and Liz has just bought herself a new hat which suits her ideally. Did you want to shop next to it with your hat? It is nice, that, actually. We go back with the zoom and we get you and your chapeau, and then we come down to mine with my cream on top. It's like paper roses. Beautiful. And watch the bee get Liz now.
No scent.
No. Massive cabbage white butterflies all over the place here. And these tomato flowers are quite a thing on their own. Very late. The little cherry tomatoes that are growing here. And of course melons. Wonderful places to paint. I mean, look at the light and shade in this. Isn't that a lovely composition with all the patterns of light coming down here into the foreground? Lovely autumn colours coming now. All of the lavender flowers have now died back. Remember, a while back it was absolutely magnificent here with the scent of the flowers and the butterflies. Now just back to formal again, into the more formal flower gardens again. We're coming towards the end of the season now. So we still have some lavenders and mints going on. It's the mint that's actually got the flowers now and the butterflies are on. Painted lady here that's come a long way and migrated to France. Now around the hostas, which although very dry are doing okay. And the ferns under the shade of the tree here. A lovely planting of an olive tree here. Putting small stones on the tops of the posts to stop the rain getting in and rotting the tops of the posts. So, about an hour to walk round. Liz is still looking around and I'm still enjoying taking photographs. It's late in the season, but still very worthwhile. Really hot weather again now this autumn. Oh, I'll just sit here a while now, runner bean flowers beside me, waiting for Liz to return. And back at the Chateau Bonnu, this beautiful cyclamen just coming out here. Autumn colours of the landscape opposite. Now with Aiguillon in the distance, we've got the Lac d'Aiguillon, the barrage below. Lovely reflections, as you see. A few fish rising. At the risk of seeming a little crude, perhaps the statue should be called Dickhead. And of course the water is fairly low now. With the lack of water, we've had big fish just come out in the middle there. That was a salua coming up for something. Just there. And the swimming area. There's a much. And as you can see from where the sand is on the beach here, the usual level of the water for the beach is way down. The autumn colours just coming over there now. And a great place for dogs, including our own Labradors when they're over. Tranquility of the place. Just two people here. Doesn't that tell you something? To Gargilesse Dampierre, which also should be gorgeous this morning. Here we are.
Frame them to way of enjoying looking at.
And of course, where would we be without some reference to George Sand? One of the painters of the Creuse here I haven't seen.
Complete with butterfly if you feel so inclined.
So rather than choose this mode of transport, Liz of course has chosen the more traditional. Notice the wear on the stones especially. Let's go down these steps. That's effective. Isn't it?
Yes. Marvellous.
I knew you'd appreciate these. the autumn colours just beginning here.
Cornbread.
So this is the magnificent chef de cuisine at the Hotel des Artistes, Gargilesse Dampierre.
Hello, hello, dear friends.
Hello, hello.
How are you today? I hope
Very
you're all
welcome.
hungry.
You can have both if you want. If you're feeling hungry, one is good. This is the
Enjoy the time.
So we just sold 2 paintings from the exhibition here, which is good. So I have to see which ones. Oui, je parle de toi aussi.
Mon Dieu.
Oui, oui, c'est possible, oui, c'est bon ça, oui. Oh, c'est joli, oui. Ok, bon, superbe. Haven't enjoying a clafoutis by the chef here, and I think she will agree. She's enjoying this very much. Yes. Okay. So we take more because devious reasons for having you in the composition, of course.
I know there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Yes, some trout, some roach. With the sun. Nice reflection for a watercolour here. Absolutely glorious. What a lovely day. And nice for Liz to have these just 2 days on this visit and seeing so much. And we're off down to the river below Gargilesse. Montcabrien for the Montcabrien for lunch here, which Liz is treating me to, and it's she wanted a special meal out as well, so she's had her patisserie, and now we are going to see if we can get into the church, see what it's like in there. We go to the terrace, more paintings in here. Encore les tableaux ici. Oui, et là aussi. It's lovely, yes, c'est bon.
Yes, it's a bit more breezy.
Yeah.
There's the sun. I've still got to have my hat round this way. Just giving it shade as well is the challenge.
Good. Another ums after the patisseries. What are you doing?
I was trying to give you some shade on that
No, it's
bit.
okay. No, I'm happy. You know, the camera will. It's nice to have the light actually because.
You'd just rather
You may
just-
start. You have my royal permission,
Oh,
and we
that's
will share a little of each. Quite correctly put some juice on her. It's our French friend's birthday, just next to us, and he has very kindly given us both a glass of champagne. Oui, santé et merci.
Jacquard, comme les métiers tissés.
Beautiful. Liz is enjoying her fromage now. Right, I'm ready. That's a nice one. Here I am on my second day with Liz. She only got 2 days, and we're at the bridge just down on the Citadel going into the Creuse at Crozant, and I've given her the whistle stop tour. And next we're going down to the Citadel higher up where the mills are, and that's almost the end of our tour today, apart from the look around Fisherlands. Paul Madeleine, artist that did this mill. Look at that silhouette. This is the last evening here. Tomorrow we have time to rest in the morning, and then we should go on the way to the City Inn for a meal out. And I think it's over time here. A rush of 2 days. Liz will talk a bit more about it later. And I just brought her up to the centre of Monley Rolling there to see the exhibition. These, of course, are my 3 works here. And we'll go around the rest to see the rest, and I'm sure Liz will enjoy it. I'll go into her place in a minute. I've viewed a Pont de Vervi. So it's now a modern, horrible concrete bridge and building, but that's what it was. And then the other paintings that were done in the area.
Actually, the bridge is not that different.
Moni stayed in this house for several months whilst painting here at Fresselins, opposite the church, l'église ici. See it with a light on it, but lovely piece too. We're now in the studio Atelier d'Agnes Dortu. Une bonne peinture de l'origine ici aussi, un ami de moi. Il est là, il peinture des fleurs. She's using the new paintbrushes I gave her, and a very lovely painting too. Crème, c'est fluide. Oh, oui, c'est joli là. And these are the new brushes. Same as me, the painting. So for one of our final shots of these couple of days, we'll just photograph the chateau at Fresselins with the autumn colours really just getting going. Rather nice. And look at the compositions that we could get out of this. So here we are taking our last look at the Chateau d'Estaing from different angles. We've got one more view to look at. Painted it white. Bonjour, Madame Moucao, Madame Vache. This is where I did the painting the other day of the bracken. Well, it's lovely coming down in the morning, ready to fish, as long as down past my little bit of woodland to the bottom here, just to see the river below my house. Well, Liz, we've come to the end of our time here, and a brief and active 2 days it's been. Lovely seeing you again. A long time since we've had a holiday together, and I do hope that in the future we will have a holiday such as we've had in the past, going abroad, because you're the most best person I've ever found to find deals. Although
being Yorkshire, it helps.
Right, well, who knows, one day it might happen again. But in the meantime, you've had 2 days here in the Creuse rather than the Aveyron, and if you were going to say to, you're a friend of course staying, but if you were going to say to my clients what you have honestly actually found, not just as a friend, in 2 short days, the accommodation, the food, how it's been, what do you think?
It's been absolutely out of this world. I had no idea what to expect. Unlike the average Brit, I know nothing about any part of France other than the main tourist areas. This has been such an experience. And Peter, you have spoilt me rotten. It has
so briefly.
been wonderful. You know, choose your wine. Choose your cheese. Look, there's all the cheeses you like there. What would you like to eat? Where shall we go? I know some wonderful places, and you found me places that I could not dream about. And the wonderful thing is, of course, that nobody else knows about them.
Well, this is
And
it, some of those
the best
spots.
will in the world, I don't want them to know about it until I've been there and seen them.
Oh, well, you're spoiling it now. You're telling a few of them, but
Yes,
no,
well,
we're
you
still
never know.
quiet here. Plenty of
If
space.
anybody's feeling really in need of some completely new experiences, not too far from home.
Yeah,
but
that's it. We've got the home comforts,
really
even the hot tub and
wonderful
stuff.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, it's not that long a flight from the UK.
No,
either.
there's that to it. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're not a five-star hotel. It's a basic accommodation. It's a country
I had
house.
en suite, and that's lovely.
Yeah.
I'm too old to not do en suite these days, and I really enjoyed that.
Well, that's great. Yeah.
And the whole thing has been wonderful. Thank you.
Oh God, it
so
means you might
much.
even come back sometime. Dear me.
I may have to go via Bolivia or somewhere like that.
Yes.
But,
Between that or whatever, who knows?
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. But thank you. It has been an absolutely amazing experience. You have spoilt me. You have been so
A brief couple of
kind.
days. Yeah, it's been
And
good.
the car has been great because we've been able to go along some tracks that by the end of 2 days I'd actually run out of steam. But to be able to go down in a four-wheel drive,
yeah, handy, isn't it?
down
Yeah.
to the edge of a river, quiet, so quiet. Amazing.
That's something that we have both noticed now. I mean, in spring it's full of birds and insects and right the way through. Suddenly now, with autumn coming, even the crickets have stopped and there's an almost eerie silence
Yes.
at times. It is
Yes.
so quiet, isn't it?
I found that sitting out in the garden in the evening. Yes, okay, I've had a glass of wine or 3. So, the hearing may have been slightly blurred, but it has been very quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, your plums and your tomatoes and your grapes
Yes,
and
we've
your...
got some things
all
left.
these homegrown treats are...
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing you back in England when I come back in a couple of months.
yes,
and we shall
surely
do
I will see you
the
then.
Beverley Minster again and our usual curries and a drink.
Yes.
And we'll plan anything future gradually, bit by bit, when
Yes.
either of us are available.
Yes,
And that'll be
sometime
another
in
carry on our
springtime.
adventures. Because how long have we been? We've known each other coming on towards 20 years now. It's been a long time. Yeah.
I reckon about 16, 17.
Yeah, it's got to
Yes.
be. Yeah, yeah. I know you don't want to admit the age, but it's okay. We'll forgive you.
Well, we're both not aging. We're both the same age as when we first met. So
Well,
that's
I'm still
fine.
Peter Pan. I don't know about you, but
No, I'm still happy to be Elizabeth Regina.
All right then. Well, we'll say goodbye on film and get it together for you, so you've got the disc to take
Goodbye,
back with you
Peter.
for
It
fun.
has been wonderful.
No, great.
Thank
okay.
you.
Au revoir.